Shout out for Big City! How are we all doing tonight? We got a good crowd here tonight. Am I supposed to stand in a certain spot? Is this good? All right. Well, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Aldo. Obviously, my more common name is Big City. I am honored to be up here as Garrett's best man, best friend, and as of May, former roommate for 2.5 years. I'm going to start with a little story. October 26, 2018. This may not ring a bell, we'll see. I was standing in a bar in Bloomington, Indiana called Serendipity in the basement. The event was a Sigma Kappa dynamic duo date party. A few people may have been there. I don't know. We may not even have known each other by then. I was dressed in a t-shirt that was somewhat supposed to resemble a piece of bacon. My night was clearly going well. All of a sudden, this 6'5" individual dressed as a Los Angeles Angels player walks up to me. Never seen him before. He walks up to me and goes, "Hey, you're an AK Psi, right?" No. If you know anything about Garrett, his typical response to something like that is, well, you must be in like the investment banking workshop or something, right? Nope, not in that either. Well, I must have seen you from somewhere, I don't know, but I thought we had met before. No, I don't think we have. So the Angels player proceeds to walk away. I turn to my date, who was dressed as a piece of lettuce. And I go, "Hey, who's the guy in the Angels uniform?" She goes, "Oh, you see the girl dressed as an angel? Yeah, that's Maddie Book." I go, "Oh." I've also at the time never met Maddie Book. The guy next to her? Yeah, the Angels player. That's her boyfriend, Garrett Dieterichs. I go, Well, he clearly thought he knew me, but we've definitely never met before. So that was the first time I interacted with Garrett, and after that, hadn't seen him in a while. Fast forward a few months, we found ourselves sitting in the same prerequisite class for grad school, of which we called spring training. It was at this point that I went up to him and said, "Hey, you're that Angels guy from the bar." And he goes, "Yeah, that was me." So at that point, we became great friends throughout grad school, and then to become best friends and live together for 2.5 years in Chicago, our ski trip out west in Denver, Lake Tahoe, and then back in Chicago. Now, I'm not going to lie, to unpack what seems like a very long 2.5 years, but was a very short 2.5 years. To unpack all of that, I'd need the whole day, and this is not my day. So, our times were quite awesome. While Garrett and I grew closer in grad school, it really wasn't that we actually became a lot closer until we started living together, to the point where we probably always sing to the same tune. Those tunes are usually a mix of My Way by Frank Sinatra, Rockstar by Nickelback, or American Soldier by Toby Keith, among many other songs. But in all seriousness, you really get to know somebody on a different level once you start living with them. Now, what I probably first realized about Garrett when we started living together is that he is what I call a master tinkerer. He always has some sort of personal project he's working on. Now, the form that personal project usually comes in is that he is, in every set of examples you could think of, he documents his life in any way possible. So, between him and Maddie's life, there is so much content and stuff out there of how they have spent their last 7 years that I thought it would be fun to share a few ways of what he actually does. Number 1, YouTube videos and content. If Garrett has never sat you down to watch one of his YouTube videos, well, in my opinion, you are truly missing out. Or you just haven't spent enough time with them. I'm personally an avid viewer of these YouTube videos. I'm probably one of his biggest fans. I have seen the @Garrett Videos 413 YouTube channel. Every video, probably at least 3 times over. What would surprise you is most of it is by choice. I have also seen his original YouTube channel, @Deeds Clash of Clans. actually happened to watch one of those videos this week. One of those videos was a 10-minute video, front-facing iPhone camera video, dorm floor McNutt. Can you guess the date? November 2nd, 2016. The night that the Chicago Cubs won the World Series for the first time in 100 years. Now, I'm sure everyone here knows that that is also the night that Garrett and Maddie started dating. If not, please see your program. Or ask Lauren. Where's Lauren? Lauren tells the story the best, so you can ask her as well. But between these two YouTube channels, you'll find countless trips with Maddie, skiing videos, golfing videos, and a lot of other trips, as well as volleyball videos and a younger Garrett's video game highlights. One of my favorite videos and our moments as roommates is that he hosted what he called the Ski Video Movie Premiere Night for our Out Trip West in Colorado, the 2023 ski video. He probably spent 100, 200 hours on this video and hosted a video premiere night at our apartment. And to be honest, I have never seen a group of individuals get more fired up to watch a 20-minute YouTube video. But at the end of the day, Garrett has so much iPhone, GoPro, 360-degree video content that he is single-handedly why certain people amongst our friend group will never be able to run for president. When you're with Garrett, you have no idea when you're going to be caught on camera, so good luck. Now, that was a long number one. Number two, 1-second videos. Garrett takes a 1-second video of every single day and then smashes these videos together at the end of the year, and they always make for a very cool video. Number three, I think this is actually since 2019, but clean me up. Garrett records into Google Sheets what he does every single day. Whether that's something very simple or the day was awesome, he literally records it every day. Now, number three is actually probably one of my favorites because one day we sat down and did a quick Control F to see how many times my name would pop up. 2019, one measly mention. We also had just met. 2020, 24 mentions, some decent growth. 2021, 48 mentions. Double, not bad. 2022, our first full year of living together. 117 mentions. Yikes. 2023, didn't think we'd beat it? 121 mentions. One in every 3 days. If you clearly don't get the picture, we spend way too much time together. But I guess we'll see how 2024 fares. But more importantly, I don't know about you guys, I'm very excited to hear what Garrett has to write about today. Number four, he tinkers with his personal financial spreadsheets more than anybody I know, and budgets better than anybody I know, to the point where it's actually quite scary. I can attest through my own Venmo activity, he truly tracks every penny. Maddie, good luck. But last but not least, number five is what I call, he is Shutterfly's most loyal customer. Now, for those of you who don't know what Shutterfly is, it's kind of like an online store where you can buy customizable art and different gifts. I've got two examples of this. You may already be familiar with these, so hopefully I'm not telling you something you already know. But number one, I'm not sure if everyone here is going to recall who Angie is, but Garrett created this beautiful, thorough, super detailed book. Think kind of like a coffee table type of book. He wrote it about her upbringing, her backstory, when her license plate was iMotion in the beginning, to then the month that her and Garrett spent together, traveling around 14 different states, 9 different national parks. If you're wondering why I'm saying Angie and not Maddie, it's because it's what we call Garrett's one of 3 loves. Number 1 is Maddie, his wife. How does that sound? Number 2, South Haven, Michigan, where we all are today. Number 3 is his car, Angie the Audi, who everyone signed today. If you have to know one thing about Garrett, he loves his car. Let's hear it for Angie. She also was the only other one to wear wedding white today, too, so. Now, the better and more wholesome example is one I'm sure all of you are already aware of, but that is Maddie's quote books. I have seen Garrett in action write one of these quote books, and it is quite the process. Actually, it's quite the process to track all of the quotes. Maddie, obviously, the insanely funny person that she is, he tracks things that Maddie says throughout the year, and then writes them down, and then eventually, when she nears 100, you can see him start to sort of sweat, because he has to carry this confetti gun on him when he's around her, because you never know when she's going to hit magic 100. When you do, the cannon goes off, confetti flies, cheers ensue. It might be 12 a.m. in our apartment, but needless to say, Maddie hit her 100 quotes for the year. If you don't know what they look like, they're actually all sitting out on the table out there, so please have a look if you've never seen one before. It is truly a testament to how much Garrett loves Maddie. And I hope you all know the story that is how Garrett got down on one knee and asked Maddie to marry him. That was him writing the question, "Maddie, will you marry me?" And quote number 700 was Maddie writing in yes. What a romantic. Now, the reason I chose to talk about these 5 ways of how Garrett documents his life is because when Garrett's not spending time with Maddie, family, friends, or traveling, he is usually working on those 5 things. So now, if you were looking for a speech filled with good drunk Garrett stories, I'm sorry, I don't have that many. He has this weird internal control system that if you try to hand him a shot or something when he's kind of hit that point, he's got this weird system where he hands it to somebody else, puts it in a toilet, or it somehow mysteriously disappears. So instead, I'll get a little serious. Garrett, quite simply, you are the brother that I've never had. I look up to you and cherish our friendship in every way possible. Your sense for making life an adventure, finding ways to make every single day memorable is something I always look up to and something that has made me a way more adventurous person. I've tried so many new things since we've met. The way you build discipline into your daily life, whether that's the simple things like going to the gym or jumping into 45-degree Lake Michigan for no odd reason every single day, you always remind me that discipline starts in the small steps. You always hold yourself accountable to your commitments, which probably explains your obsession with Jocko and Goggins, and you're never afraid to challenge the status quo. However, my favorite is probably your competitive nature, even if that means coming to a poor win-loss record to me in both Madden and Bags. Now, I can't stand up here and say that the first time I watched Garrett and Maddie meet, I knew she could be the one for him. Quite simply, their lives were blessed at me well after that point had already happened. But what I can say, it was always obvious to me that it was never a matter of if, but when. Garrett and Maddie, in my opinion, have the most special kind of love, and that is that, and I think we can all agree on this, they are each other's best friends, hands down. It has been an absolute joy over the years learning how much Maddie completes and compliments Garrett in every way possible. Maddie, you have such a contagious personality, and you are always so easy and fun to be around that I know you have brought Garrett out of his shell over the years. Simply, it always shocks me and wows me how close you are, or how you are able to have so many close relationships with family and friends, but somehow always be able to spend so much quality time with them all. I mean, look at all the people you brought together here today. It's quite simply awesome. You equally share Garrett's appetite for travel and your hunger to be a nomad here shortly. And you're never afraid to call him out when he's being stubborn. And I know you push him to be the best version of himself. And in every way possible, I know that you have been his best and most unconditional support system in some of the tougher times. Now, for Garrett, moving out of our apartment 3 months ago probably means less whiskey nights, cigar nights, games of Madden, steak nights, and coffee clutching in the morning. For me, it probably means I'll never have another year where I get 100+ daily log mentions. But maybe I will later in life when we're future business partners and I force us to all be neighbors one day. But in the meantime, Maddie, I cannot be happier to watch him be your roommate for life, and as you two officially begin your married lives together. So with that said, if you all could join me in raising a glass for a toast. Cheers to Garrett and Maddie, new roommates and best friends for life.
You guys put your hands together for Big City.
Like you said though, you get. Hello? Hello?
There you go.
Hi everyone. I know I already talked a lot today, so I'm going to try to keep it short. I just want to say, every piece of marriage advice or wedding advice that I've gotten has just been look around the room and look at how many people that love you would travel to a destination wedding, would invest so much finances, would take a whole weekend and just show your love, and they all have a unique experience with you and know you from a different angle. And so I just want to say I can't stop looking. I'm so thankful. You have no idea. Everyone keeps saying, oh, you're so happy, and I am, but I'm just reflecting the joy that you guys are giving me as well. And so I just want to say thank you so much. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of how we got here and how it all came together, and we have so many people that we're thankful for, and I'm so thankful for the health of our family as well. It's been a really rough year. And so props to you guys, and thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.